In this session of the EDI, we will discuss how to create the bill of lading, assign the bill of lading to a packing list, and then print the bill of lading. From the Aria EDI interface, select the EDI module, go to File menu, Bill of Lading, to start adding a new bill of lading, click the Add New Record. When the form opens up, first thing you have to select your customer or your account code. This browse list will open up the customer master list that we entered before in Aria XP. You can locate or search for your account code, then click Select. In the Header tab, this is the basic information about the shipment or the ship from and the ship to address. Other parameters are like ship to consolidator. You can switch that option if you would like to override the ship to address. Otherwise, keep it as no, which means it will ship to the customer store or DC. Master bill of lading number is optional in case if you want to consolidate or combine several bill of ladings under one master bill of lading. You can also put an alternative bill of lading number in case if you are shipping to small package, or if you are shipping small package type, you can put another alternative bill of lading number other than the one generated by the system. Bill of lading date is today's date by default. However, you can override that date to the actual shipment date or the actual bill of lading date. Ship from is basically your warehouse or the warehouse location address you are shipping from, in case if you have more than one ship point or more than one warehouse. So I'll select here the default warehouse. As you can see, the ship from address will populate automatically based on your warehouse address. Ship to is the customer ship to address, either ship to direct to a store or ship to a DC. So from this list you will be able to select which store or DC the bill of lading or the shipment is going to. So I'll select here the DC. Likewise, the ship to address will populate automatically based on the selected store or DC. Total cartons, weight and pieces will populate later once we assign the packing list to this bill of lading. Now we will move to the shipment information tab. Some of the information in this screen will populate based on your EDI partner setup, as we discussed in the EDI 02 training session. Packing structure decide the carton type, either it's pick and pack carton or standard carton. Pick and pack is more flexible since it will allow you to pack several style colors or multiple style colors in the same carton. Standard carton, however, allows you only to pack one style color in a single carton. Days to reach destination and hours to reach destination, those two fields are optional based on the estimated ship time. Garment on hangers, you can choose yes or no based on your garment type. Carrier will reflect automatically the default ship via or the default carrier selected on your customer. However, you still have the opportunity to change the carrier code or the ship via method that you want to ship by. You will notice the carrier SCAC code will populate automatically based on the ship via code setup, as it was previously set in Aria XP codes file. The carrier SCAC code is a mandatory field for the ASN shipment to go out correctly and with no errors. So it's very important to validate that you use the correct carrier SCAC code. Trailer number field is is optional field and you can fill based on the routing guide or the routing instructions provided by your partner, and usually this number is provided by your trucking company or your carrier. Packing form, this is also optional. You can choose whether you pack in cartons, in bags, in mixed containers, etc. I'll choose carton. Packing material is an optional field as well, which you can decide the material used for the packing carton or for the packing poly bag, etc. Division is your company division. Seal number also is a number or an ID provided by your trucking company once the shipment is ready to go out from the warehouse. Pro number is your internal reference number that will cross-reference with this specific shipment or bill of lading. Best practice is to use the invoice number associated with that bill of lading once the merchandise is ready to ship out of the warehouse. However, some customers do not require this pro number, so if you would like to know whether this field is mandatory or not, you probably need to review the EDI guidelines for that specific partner. Special instruction is any other information that you would like to print on the bill of lading, like ship to DC or ship direct to store, etc. Then remit COD. This field only needed in case if you ship COD using COD payment terms, so you have to put the remittance number for the COD payment term. Transportation method will populate automatically based on the selected carrier code. Freight charges term, you can choose one of the values like prepaid, collect, or third party. I'll choose prepaid. NMFC number is optional. Class, commodity description, PUA, all of these group of fields are optional based on the guidelines of the customer, whether or not they mandate sending or filling this information. Once you are done with filling all the shipment information needed, go to the Details tab, and here we'll have the opportunity to assign the different packing list to this bill of lading. From this screen, right-click the mouse to start adding new packing list to this bill of lading. Choose Add Packing List, and the list of all available packing list for that specific customer for any store relates to that DC will show up. Please keep in mind that if your bill of lading is shipping to the DC, the stores for that account must be linked to that DC, as discussed before in the customer master setup in Aria XP. Furthermore, you have the ability here to right-click the mouse and choose one of the options like Select All, Select Range, or Select Individually, one packing list at the time. So simply, if you'd like to select all the stores within that sales order for that specific account, click Select All. Once you hit OK, all the related packing list number will be carried over to this bill of lading and attach it to it. You will see all the information will flow, like total cartons, total weight, and total pieces. All this information have been carried over from the related packing list as it was created either manually or automatically, as we discussed in previous sessions. Once you assign all the needed packing lists for that specific shipment or bill of lading, you can finally go to the General Information tab in case if you want to add a third-party freight charges bill to address. This address will be needed only in case if you use the third-party freight payment terms. So you can fill in here the bill to address where the shipping charges will go to. After you are done reviewing all the information, click the Save button to save your bill of lading. The system will generate the next available bill of lading number. and it will prompt you with that specific number. Hit OK to confirm.